back on the train to Chicago with my friend Gary. Gary's not been feeling too well lately, so this is kind of a big deal. Going into Chicago with him is like going into Chicago with a historian and a photographer mixed in one. So it's kind of a good deal. Well, for me anyway. I don't know if he gets anything out of it. I shot this image on the train ride in and used it recently. Well, not necessarily recently. I used it as the thumbnail for my video that was published on June 6th. So that tells you how far behind I am in creating some of these videos, but it was about highlight weighted metering in the Nikon Zf, and you should go check it out. Okay, now I remember what Gary gets out of these trips into the city with me, and that is a early morning stop at our favorite donut shop, Do Right Donuts. It's right underneath the Sears Tower. Don't ever call it the Willis Tower. It's underneath the Sears Tower, and this young lady got to serve us our hot coffee and donuts on this particular morning. So this scene is right next to the donut shop, and I first saw that guy down there. Yeah, that guy right there. Snapped a couple of shots of him, but then I saw the light on the escalator leading up to this dappled light from the atrium above, and I thought I would use that light to take a couple of shots, so here they are. It was a good way to start the morning, really. Love the geometry of this image, love the dark shadows, but the body language and the look of the guy on the escalator just makes this image. Now this next one, I did leave it a little bit darker on purpose. I think it's a little bit moodier. Wanted the shadows a little bit deeper. I like the hand to the head and where she's positioned on the escalators. It's kind of a thinker. Speaking of thinkers, I think this one is a thinker as well. That's saying think quite a bit in just a short time in this video, so we need to try to avoid that going further. But I do like this image, love the light, and it does make me not think, it makes me wonder. Now I was sitting there drinking coffee, minding my own business, and this woman walked right up next to us, right into this beautiful light, and it was all I could do to put down the donut, put down the coffee, grab the Nikon Zf, and snap this image before she moved away. And thankfully, the ZF did all the hard work on this one, did all the heavy lifting, because I literally just grabbed and shot, and I got this image. Sometimes being lucky is better than being good. Here's another one of those same people on the escalator, but they're higher up on the escalator. So what do you think? You like that one or this one? That one or this one? I guess neither is an option as well if you want to take that. Alright, so we finally got out on the streets and the sun was out, we had some shadows, and we were doing some street shooting. Very cool image right here. I love how the people just lined up perfectly. She seems like she's by herself there in the light. Highlight weighted metering on the Nikon Zf helped me capture this one the way I wanted it. I definitely fell in love with the colors and the light and that 70s vibe of this image here. And yeah, the light just kind of is the leading line with the columns. Love this one. Then I saw this guy who needed a light while he was in some pretty cool light at the same time. I always run into interesting characters when I'm on the train or the bus in Chicago, and this woman with the colorful outfit, it just makes me wonder what her story is, for sure. This is a shot I took of Gary as we were walking down the platform from the train. I just liked how the light was hitting him. I was first drawn to the texture and light and tones of this window, but then the whole scene opened up, and then this person walked right into the scene for me, which was really interesting. I like this image a lot. This is one of those where I stake out the composition and I wait for the right person to walk through the composition, and she did, and I snapped this shot, and I love the juxtaposition between Acura, Lexus, Infinity, and then the surrounding area. Then you had the woman and the baby in the baby carriage, and the baby is up against the darkness of that door. I mean, yeah, there's a lot going on here, a lot of, dare I say, stuff to think about. Sometimes I just pick up on a color, and that's what happened here with all these greens. The awning, the street, and the woman's outfit. It's like, holy cow. Kind of all came together in this image. I like it. Love the light. The warm light really made it. So here I am again staking out this spot, and I waited for the right people to walk out and at the right time, and pretty cool. These two were leaving the building out the both doors at the same time. I like this image. It's a cool one, and the square crop definitely works on this one, and I like how they're both looking the same direction. We had gotten our 10,000 steps in for the day already, so our dogs were tired, and we figured we'd roll the dice on taking a seat right here. I figured it would be cool to grab a little bit of B-roll by the wet paint sign. But the not so cool thing is the GoPro didn't turn off when I hit the stop button. So you get to hear two goofball photographers yakking. I can see myself deleting a lot of these.
Oh yeah, me too.
But at the same time, I can see some keepers. How much, if you're shooting film, how many pictures would you have taken by now? If you're shooting film?
12.
I was thinking 36, maybe like a whole roll. I've probably taken, I wonder how many I've taken, 500?
Today?
Yeah. Maybe not that many.
I'm taking, that looks like,
I don't know.
I'm taking 62.
62?
Yeah, that's it.
I've taken 291 pictures. It took me 2 years to shoot one roll of film.
Man, what did we do back when film was our only option?
I know.
Isn't that crazy?
I'm shooting way too much. I gotta get my shit together.
I have found that I end up deleting so many that I try to be more selective on what I shoot.
I know. That's
You
what
know?
I'm trying to do. But I get into the city and I'm like a kid that's
Yeah, well,
in a candy store.
a lot of potentially good pictures. But they don't always turn out.
No. That one of the lady on the train, that stands out for me. The tattoo girl.
Yeah, did you get her? I mean, in focus and everything?
I think
as far
so.
as you can tell?
Yeah. And I would have gotten her a lot better had I not turned my camera off. Moron.
I had the opportunity, but I wasn't fast enough.
That's the shot that I would not have gotten with the D850.
No?
It's not, this thing's a lot faster.
That really looks like a film camera.
It's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, This thing's been recording the whole time. I just realized that.
Shit.
I was doing a little B-roll of the wet paint sign, but apparently it kept recording. Well, then we figured it was about time for lunch, so we found this awesome Mexican spot near Wicker Park. I think it was called Flash Taco. So I ordered the 2 taco special, and I had to go back and get the green verde sauce, which is so good. But man, authentic Mexican food is the absolute best. It's so special. Speaking of special, I grabbed this image on the walk up to Flash Taco, and it's just something about the 3 characters, the highlighted clothes that they have on. It's just something about this composition I really, really like. This one too. Just a cool composition, just the people going in the same direction, the body language, the light. Yeah, I really, really had a good day today. We stopped at this Parks and Recreation building to get a drink, and lo and behold, they were having a class in there, and I just kind of snapped this image right here. Just love the light, love the little girl in the white dress. I mean, very, very cool image. And this was the next frame. I just processed it a little bit differently. Still a cool image. I saw this guy with the Bart Simpson shirt at a stoplight and snapped this real quick before he rode off. And then I ran across this lady that had a cat in her backpack. Like a real cat. Living, breathing. So I got this shot right before this guy ordered the hit on Sammy the Prime Lens Bolvano. Well, I'm kidding about that, I think. So we had to start heading back to Union Station or we were going to miss our train, but along the way, obviously captured some more shots, and you've seen this location earlier in this video. About the 5-minute and 14-second mark of this video, and don't quote me, I'm still editing here. You'll see this image, but I was on the other side of the door shooting, so pretty cool. I love the light on the train, so I find myself always shooting when we're on a train. Here's a couple of shots. I don't remember where this video was taken, but I definitely needed a segue before I could show you these next 3 images. Another good example of highlight weighted metering here, and I just love the women in the shadows. It's pretty much what I would call this image. Another strong example of highlight weighted metering, and the person's gait as he's walking into the sun was perfect for this shot, and just a great black and white image. Similar light on this one, although I didn't crush the shadows, you can still see all the detail in the shadows, which is pretty cool for this image. I like that blue in those bikes that you can see there on the left hand side. Now we're getting back towards Union Station, and we walked up on this situation right here, and it's another great example of a job I wouldn't be able to do. Not sure that I would want to do it either. But check this out. It's not something you see every day. I did snap a quick pic if you were wondering. Alright everybody, hey, that's gonna do it for another video. Thank you so very much for stopping by the channel. I really appreciate it. You all know the drill. Like it if you did, subscribe if you haven't, and ring that notification bell, because every once in a while your old buddy Double G makes a halfway decent video and you don't want to miss that one. And with that, I am Garrick. I am your very best friend in the whole wide world except that pigeon, and we will see you next time. Bye bye.